Hey guys, this is Zach Cummings, UFC welterweight, middleweight, and light heavyweight. Check out Hung Overhand Right.
This is Hung Overhand Right, and this is the UFC 296 preview show. And sometimes I'm critical of the UFC, but for the last card of the year, this is a banger.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be real fun.
Like a lot.
And obviously, we're gonna. I mean, some of the fights we're not gonna talk about. Andre Fili, Lucas Almeida, that's a good one. Cody Garbrandt, Brian Kelleher, Randy Brown, Muslim Salikov. That's, according to the UFC's website, that's the first fight of the night, which would be like on the main card of an Apex event. So Casey O'Neill, Ariane Lipski, Irene Aldana, Carol Hosa. And so those are all on the prelims, and we aren't going to talk about those. The ones we are going to talk about, obviously, 5-fight main card. Emmett and Bryce Mitchell, I feel like we have to talk about that one. But the low-key banger that we decided on, Alonzo Menifield, Dustin Jacoby, we're going to also talk about that one.
Okay.
And let's start there. Alonzo Menifield, Atomic Alonzo.
That's kind of cool.
14-3-1, coming off of a draw and a win over Jimmy Crute. He should have won the first one, but he got a point taken.
Mm-hmm.
Fighting out of Texas, 36 years old, 6 feet tall.
I didn't realize he was that old.
Dustin Jacoby, the Hanyak, 19-7-1, coming off of a win over Kennedy and Zechukwu. Fighting out of Denver, Colorado, 35 years old, 6 feet 3 inches tall. This one's really interesting because Menifield's had trouble in the past with guys that wrestle him a lot. Jimmy Crute wrestled him a lot the first fight, got him tired. Although, that being said, I feel like for Menifield being such a big jack motherfucker, he's got a good tank on him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he can go hard for 3 rounds. He just, when he has to defend takedowns a lot, he gets tired.
No, he ain't going to have to do that this
Dustin's
go-around.
probably not going to wrestle him.
No.
But I think he...
It's
I
there
think
if
he
wants
could.
it.
I think he could. Like, he could at least shoot some takedowns.
I think he could too. Hopefully he does if he needs to.
He's got to do it early because Menifield...
He's a pretty good favorite.
Menifield fucking cracks early. He's fast, hits hard. He definitely isn't...
Jacoby is crackable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Menifield's definitely not...
They're both old.
He definitely hits as hard in the third round, but it's slower.
Yeah.
Remember the William
Exactly.
Knight fight? The battle of the most jackedest
Yeah.
motherfuckers ever?
And fucking Menifield lost to
Right.
William Knight, who was horrible.
Who's
Yeah,
gone.
he looked bad that fight, too.
Uber ream on that.
It was boring.
But, I mean, Menifield, he obviously, like you mentioned, he's older than you thought. He came into the UFC late. I think maybe he's like a football player or something before. But for a guy who came into the sport later in life, essentially, he's got like good hands. Like he's a good technical boxer.
Yeah, it's pretty crisp.
And he does have good takedown D.
When you're giant like that, then
But Jacoby's gonna put a lot in his face. Like he's gonna switch stances, kicks.
I think he's going to bop him up.
I think
I
so.
agree.
Yep.
That's what I think.
I don't.
I don't know if I necessarily see a finish, but
You think Jacoby gets slept, Chad?
Mm-hmm.
I think in the striking department, Jacoby's got this shit.
75% takedown D for Menifield.
You want to bet on it?
May not matter, but
Pussy?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I'm not that confident. I just don't think he's gonna.
If
don't know,
I say
something-
someone is going to win, then that means I would immediately bet on him
you're just that confident in him.
every time.
you have to pick someone every fight that we talk about. You wouldn't bet on every
So
single.
You picking,
No, all of them.
So you picking Colby then? It's Leon?
I'd bet on Colby.
You that confident?
He's got
I
a little
would.
smirk.
No,
Like
I would.
Doesn't scare you a little bit?
No, not at all.
Me neither. Let's
Life
go, Colby.
savings.
Odds are
Minus 255. Jacoby.
plus 215 Menifield. That's too wide for me.
Yep.
Yeah.
It opened plus 135 Menifield, so people have been hammering Dustin Jacoby.
Damn.
This one's so hard for me because I think Menifield could knock him out.
That's what I do see that. This is one of those fights where I think on paper Jacoby should totally win 100%, but
Dustin's definitely the more elusive guy, but he's not hittable.
right.
Like he gets hit plenty.
Do you think he'll be relatively safe if he survives the first round?
Yeah, I think it's got to be early.
Yeah.
If Menifield's going to knock him out, it's got to be early.
Yeah.
I got Jacoby decision.
Me too.
Yeah.
Menifield's going to knock him out.
Who Jacoby just knock out though?
Jack Wu. But
Kennedy.
it wasn't
Jack
that one.
Wu, yeah.
Wasn't that one kind of like an early stoppage?
A little bit. I watched it today. It was.
If I remember, he got dropped. It was a jab or something, or a
It was like a little check left hook.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, okay. And he dropped him.
It
and then,
wasn't like a horrible stoppage, but it was probably a little early.
Yeah.
It was the beginning of the end.
It wasn't no Bobby Green.
No, it wasn't. It definitely wasn't that.
They said still bouncing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, Menifield. He just, I just don't know if he's loose. Like if he moves well enough to keep up with Jacoby. He definitely he's good with the hands. He can slip and rip pretty well with the straight punches. But
His best chance,
Jacoby's gonna be throwing a lot at him.
Right. He's got to clip him early.
That's what I think is going to happen. For some reason, just my brain says it's going to happen early.
I was back and forth on this. I'm gonna go Dustin Jacoby decision.
Yep.
But Tapology votes 878 votes. Dustin Jacoby 67%. They're kind of 47% decision, 44% KO TKO.
I can see that too.
That's
Wouldn't mind a good TKO.
interesting. How many times has Menifield been knocked out? Once.
Once.
And that was by OSP in 2020. So
Shout out.
not a great. I mean, that wasn't really like.
He beat Paul Craig.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he had some weird, like, he beat Paul Craig, lost to Devin Clark,
Yeah,
lost to OSP, lost to William Knight, beat Ed Herman,
He's all over the goddamn board.
basically beat Jimmy Crute twice. Dustin Jacoby, one thing I know is he needs to not fight like Jimmy Crute did. Jimmy Crute fought stupid as fuck in both those fights. He just stood in there in the punching range and just wanted to bang it out with him, and he got clipped over and over. Anything else there?
No.
So
Low key banger.
you said Menifield knockout.
Yeah.
Jacoby decision.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
All three of us. 3-1. What an idiot.
Good value on Menifield, though, I feel
And you won't
like.
even
Plus
bet on
two
it.
something.
215.
215. I mean, I don't hate that price.
Throw Jacoby in your parlay.
Minus three something. Ugh. All right, next up. This is the main prelim, but we can't not talk about this one.
I'm excited about this because I like Josh Emmett a lot. I think he's underrated. I think he's got some of the most power, like hardest punches in the division.
He's like 39 now. I guess
Josh
He's only
Emmett.
got 4 losses.
Josh Emmett. His nickname apparently is CC0.
I don't know. I've never heard that.
18-4, coming off with 2 losses in a row. Obviously, tough dudes. Taporia, Yair Rodriguez. Fighting out of Sacramento, 38 years old, 5 feet 6 inches tall. Bryce, Thug Nasty Mitchell, 16-1, coming off a win over Dan Ige. Fighting out of Searcy, Arkansas.
Seriously.
29 years old,
Help
5
me,
feet
Searcy.
10 inches tall.
God
And
damn, he
Emmett, what
is
was the
5'6".
how long was the how long ago did Bryce step in?
Less than a
Or
week
how long
ago.
would the notice be?
A week?
I thought it was
Well,
like
a
couple days
on
ago.
the fight though, like by fight time.
it was earlier this week, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It'd be like 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Monday,
Maybe
Tuesday.
a little less.
That's the really that's scary.
That's a scary fight for Bryce, man.
He must. I mean, he wouldn't step in on short notice if he didn't feel good about it, right?
I don't know. I also don't know. I think he's got some screws
We
loose.
all know Bryce's style. Is he able to do that to Josh Emmett? Just wrestle, him, grapple.
He hasn't looked that slick though in his last 3 fights.
Well, he fought killers.
Yeah,
he got touched up by Yair and Taporia. I mean,
No, he's talking about Bryce.
oh, you're talking about
I'm talking about
Bryce? Oh,
Bryce.
sorry.
After that Taporia fight, I was
No.
like, ooh.
He hasn't looked like the Bryce we
Yeah,
know.
I mean, he got touched up by
he fought-
Ige.
But his last 4 are Feely, Edson, Taporia, Ige. I mean, that's a tough stretch too.
Well, sure. But,
He got touched by Ige. And if you get
Edson's-
touched by Emmett, you're going
but I'm saying
9-9.
that like guys have taken away his game. You know?
Let's see.
I mean, he got Ige down.
let's see Josh
plenty.
Emmett's takedown defense.
The thing is, I feel like Ige and Emmett are pretty similar. Emmett's just a little better.
Or
I
four
think
down.
he's more well-rounded. He's got a lot more power.
But he's like 100 years old for
It's
5
gonna-
years.
But he's in such good shape.
It's
dude.
going to
He's
come down to
always-
him defending takedowns. Takedown defense.
46%.
It's not very good.
Bryce has 33%. I mean, I would imagine a lot of it's like, you get me down, I'm going to hit a switch.
I mean,
or
Josh, he's going to try to
scramble.
crack him, right? Like, that's going to be the game plan.
I just
Sure.
wonder, is he going to be a little bit
Bryce is
worried
hittable.
about, well, first of all, how's he going to come back after the ass whipping
From
that
Dan.
Taporia put on him?
Yeah.
Oh, Tapor, yeah.
I mean, I'm talking about Emmett right now.
Oh, yeah, right.
The Taporia ass whipping that Emmett just received.
Taporia owns both these guys.
Also,
man, I don't.
the takedown threat will be there.
Mm-hmm.
He
Emmett
hasn't had
knows
he hasn't
that.
had a lot of beatdowns like that in his career, though. I don't want to just throw him out the window because.
And Bryce will be fucking relentless with it, too.
Yeah, and I mean, Emmett, what's he throw? I mean, strikes landed per minute 4. That's actually higher than I thought it'd be. But
he's a hell of a striker, dude. I'm telling you, he's underrated.
he's a good striker, but he's kind of low volume for that weight class. Like, he wants to hit you with the bomb,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm picking Bryce. I think Emmett's he's gonna be a little worried about the takedown, to where he's a little more low volume than he normally would be.
Give me some odds.
And I just think Bryce is gonna out hustle him. Emmett's he's a wrestler, wrestling background, but he's 38 years old.
Yeah.
I think Bryce is gonna find a way to drag him down. He's gonna, like the Ige fight, I think Bryce probably gets hit a few times really clean, but
Yeah, but Josh, dude, he packs a punch,
Josh
man.
hits so much harder than Ige, I think.
odds Bryce Mitchell minus 191, plus 166 Emmett. That's surprising to me.
I'm
actually.
fucking torn on this.
That's too wide for me.
I thought Bryce would honestly be the dog,
Coming in at
Short
the
notice.
favorite less than 2 weeks out.
and he's ranked below Emmett.
I'm going with the vet.
I'm
Give me
going
Josh.
with Emmett as well.
Give me
I just
Josh.
think
Yeah, this is a tough one.
It's very tough. though.
Because I was such a huge fan of Bryce. I'm not at the moment. He's still salvageable, but I think.
What are the odds he brings a Bible to the cage again?
100%.
Oh yeah,
100?
he's gonna
100.
he's gonna do that every time for sure. That's his new shtick. But I don't know, man. I could see Emmett knocking him out, and I could see Emmett even squeaking a decision, even if he just doesn't get worked on the ground.
I'm leaning more decision if he can stay off the ground. If he can avoid getting taken down every round and touch him up, maybe land the big shot.
Bryce can take hits. He's got a
Bryce
chin,
is tough.
but
Yeah, he is tough.
I'm going Bryce like split decision. Like,
As
I think
Bryce-
it's going to be somewhat. It's going to be like Ige. It's going to be
It'll
like
be
somewhat controversial.
Josh will land. He'll get the better of the exchanges, but he'll probably get taken down more and have less control time, and then it'll come down to
the
a
last
scorecard like that.
the last like 2 minutes of every round is going to be
Right.
on the mat. Bryce just
I'm going Josh.
I'm going Josh as well.
Squeaky decision. I
I'm
would
going.
love to-
I'm going Josh early knockout.
I'd love that.
Whoa.
I'd love for that to happen. I just don't know if I see
these
that.
odds and these votes are crazy to me. Like 352 votes, which isn't a ton because it was on short notice, but 63% Bryce.
Not a whole lot of voters.
I thought I would be like picking Bryce and be like kind of in the minority, but no.
Yeah.
See, this just goes back
71%.
to this goes back to my whole point about Emmett being underrated. I think he's underrated, overlooked. I think a lot of people don't even fucking know who he is.
I would.
It's just tough
Yeah.
after his last two. That they've been ugly. They've been ugly.
It is what have you done for me lately business. So
I mean, he's 38 years old,
God,
and
he is
he got
jacked.
he
He's
got
always so
head
jacked,
kicked
dude.
and triangled by Yair, and then the Taporia one was just
I
a
know, but-
boxing clinic. It wasn't even a wrestling
You're talking
clinic.
about the
Yeah,
two best
no, he
guys
just
in the division
touched them up.
almost.
It was he beat him at Emmett. He beat Bryce at his own game, Taporia,
He
and he beat Emmett at his own game.
beat Calvin Cater, beat Dan Ige, beat Shane Burgos. Those are all solid wins.
Cater one,
Knocked the shit out of Michael Johnson.
yeah. The Cater one was it was split. It was
Right.
controversial, but I don't know.
I don't know either. I would never bet on this fight personally. This is just a scary one for
Yeah,
me.
this, is,
But
this is a
mean,
close one for me.
I'm
I
definitely
think
going for
you
Emmett.
should bet on this one because Emmett's a sizable dog.
Then I would bet Emmett.
I don't mind that.
I'm picking Bryce split decision.
Bryce split. Josh split. Josh
knockout.
early.
I think Josh is probably gonna get it done early.
That'd be sick.
And I don't know if it's going to be out cold. I mean, it could be ref stoppage, TKO, but
Anything else there?
I wish Bryce
Well,
would go
make
back
sure
to
she-
Bryce of 2 years ago.
Look, also, if he had a full camp for this, my
That would
my
definitely
prediction would be different.
There is that too.
That's why
I
the
keep
odds
forgetting
are
about that.
crazy. to
Yeah,
me.
that's weird.
All right, main card time. The man of the hour.
Tough fight
Ian
for
Machado,
Garry.
Garry, and Vicente Luque. Vicente Luque, the silent assassin.
Machado.
22-9-1, coming off a win over RDA. Fighting out of Brazil, 32 years old, 5 feet 11 inches tall. Ian, this is a mouthful here. Get ready. Ian, the future Machado Garry. 13-0, coming off of, believe it or not, 13 wins in a row. Fighting out of Ireland, 26 years old, 6 feet 3 inches tall. Also, fighting out of Ireland, he's like Darren Till. He just whores around every gym. He's like all over the place.
I
He was
don't
at
see there's
Killcliff.
nothing wrong with that, though. I think that's a
No.
good thing.
I'm just saying, it says fighting out of Ireland, and
Right. Well, he's Irish.
he trains at Killcliff, and he was training with Leon at Renegade, and then he got kicked out of there or something.
Yeah.
Man, every part of my being wants the hype train to get derailed.
No, I don't.
I just don't know if it's going to happen.
I don't
Because
think
Ian's
it is.
fucking good.
He is good.
I'm not seeing it.
I like the guy. If it does get derailed, I don't want it to be against Luque.
Dude,
I
he's
like
good.
Luque.
Yeah, I do too.
No, I like Luque fine. It's just like, I don't know. I don't think he's the guy to do it.
I don't know if he is either, but
I mean,
fuck.
the scary thing is that Garry got dropped by Keenan Song,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah, I
Luque,
keep forgetting about that because he was wobbled as hell.
yeah,
But then he came back and fucked him up.
yeah. But Luque, I mean, you don't really just get like wobbled by him.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, I agree. I put that Ian has to fight smart.
I think
Don't
he
be
will.
stupid. That's why he got the Keenan Song hit him because he
He got
rushed forward.
Yeah,
He got cocky.
He's a young guy, you know.
they're in the big cage. Ian's the much more like mobile, quicker in and out,
Mhm.
hand speed, and I think he's just going to be too slick
I
for
think he's got a better,
for Luque.
yeah, I think he's got a
I
better
think
fight
he's-
IQ.
I think he's going to touch him up from the outside the whole fight.
chop the low kick.
Yep.
What's the stances? Ian's orthodox, right?
How many of those 13
Yeah.
wins are finishes?
Both orthodox. So the outside low kick is, huh?
How many of those 13 wins are finishes? 9?
7 knockouts, 1 sub, 5 decisions.
So 8.
8, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look, I wouldn't be surprised if he does finish.
I don't know if I see him finishing him. I just think he'll fight the
I mean,
rangy game.
He
and-
couldn't even finish Magny. Magny couldn't stand.
Yeah, that was some bullshit.
Magny's a fucking...
I'm going,
That fight alone makes me not a Garry fan.
yeah,
Excuse me, Machado.
Machado Garry. Yeah, I mean, the flipping him off I didn't like. And the whole, like, you beat your
Fucker.
kids, you fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, he took it a little far, but...
Yeah,
whatever.
He's a
That
vegan.
doesn't-
He's a vegan. He's on a vegan diet. Does that change your guys' opinion? He's going to be in there all
he
week
was
and shit.
forced to by his best friend. His wife's
I
I
ex-husband.
want to elaborate.
Best friend's ex-husband.
I want to elaborate on this so much, but I'm going to
Everybody
withhold.
is. Everybody's talking about it. Who cares?
Odds are
Shout out to our boy Sean Strickland.
yeah.
Dude, his videos have been
He's
relentless
the
lately.
best.
Odds are crazy. Minus 375.
My God.
Ian Garry plus 300 Luque.
It's a lot of, that's high odds.
Garry opened minus 250, and he's just
I'm going to take
Kept getting
Garry
bet, so.
decision. He's just going to outpoint him
Yeah.
on the feet.
I got Garry TKO.
I got Garry TKO as well. I think he somehow finds a way to get a finish.
Tapology 1,066 votes, 78% Ian Garry, 55% by decision.
This is one of those where I'm picking the guy that I want to lose.
And you also bet me on this already.
I did.
Yeah.
Mm.
$10.
Yeah.
That was a dumb decision of me.
I mean,
100.
but Luque, he's got
Oh,
those nukes in his hand that can
Oh yeah, he could
put you away.
definitely put him out, but I just
But he's lost
Oh.
9 times.
think he's
He's
too
been knocked
slow.
out cold.
Well, he's lost 9 times, but he came in with not a great record. When he came to the UFC, I think he was like 7-4 or 8-5 or something.
He's seasoned.
Yeah.
He's a
Well,
grizzled vet.
13-0.
I think
8 finishes.
Luque's fought like some tough dudes.
How
on
many
the
other guys are on a
regional
13
scene.
fight win streak? You know, I mean, what was Camaro at before he finally
Never
lost
mind.
to Leon? 14.
Yeah, kind of.
What'd you say?
Well,
How many other guys are on a 13 win streak?
Well,
he lost to a 34.
I understand they're not all in
10
UFC, but
that's
and he was at 5-3, 6-3.
yeah.
Holy shit!
Yeah, that's wild. I mean, these are all like, I'm assuming the like Florida regional scene or Brazil.
Smash fight.
Actually, Brazil. I don't know, but
I feel like Vicente has lost fights that he shouldn't have lost. You know?
the Jeff Neal one was
yeah.
bad.
He
That's
just
when
did
his
not-
brain started bleeding.
Yeah, he didn't show
Oh
up.
yeah.
Bilal, I mean,
When his
but he
brain
also
started
he
bleeding.
knocked
It's never
out. He's
good.
the only guy to ever knock out Bilal.
I just
too,
see
so.
like
I love
there's
that.
a good example. Wonder Boy, real kicky, long, lanky
Pointy.
fighting
Yeah.
style. I think it's gonna be similar to that.
Yeah. Ian, he bounces in and out.
He's
real
gonna
well.
avoid the big shot and just fight safe. And
He's got a fire under his,
We'll
under
see,
his
but
ass right now.
We'll see. I mean, after the press conference, Ian Garry might not fucking show up. So
Fuck, possible.
Man, he got
He
a
shut
target
off
on his
all
ass
his
right
fucking social media stuff.
now. Strickland is going to
I said this
shit
on our
him
live, but
so hard.
I feel bad for him, dude. It's
I
like,
don't care.
He's
You
about
brought
to
it
get
on
wrecked.
yourself.
He's probably about to get wrecked.
I mean, it's like his personal life. Like, you can do whatever you want. If there was like a gay fighter, you wouldn't be like, oh, you brought it on. We can call you whatever we want. You brought it on yourself.
There is a gay fighter in there,
Yeah, but nobody's giving him shit for it.
right?
In the UFC?
Yeah, I think so. What? Who was it?
Cochran wasn't in the UFC.
Or maybe it was on PFL,
yeah, it was Cochran.
an ex UFC guy. I can't. We had this conversation recently.
Dakota
though.
Cochran.
That was Jordan
No,
Levitt.
no.
Oh yeah,
Is he
yeah.
gay?
No,
It is him.
Seth
He said
argued
he
or
was
something
gay
like
in an
that.
interview.
no. I think we got to the bottom of it, and it was.
I don't think we
turned out,
did.
Turned out
or
it was
something,
fake.
yeah.
Why do I don't remember any of
I
this,
know gay guys who have 3 kids.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I
Jen
do.
only has one.
but anything else there?
Nah.
All right.
Oh, this
We got
one.
a big one. Although these are like the 2 guys on the main card that aren't
I'm
ranked.
most excited about this fight over all of them.
How is Tony not
All
ranked?
L's, all W's. Look at that shit. And everybody's rooting for Tony.
How is Tony not? How is Tony not ranked still though?
Number 68.
He's lost 7 times in a row.
Six fights, kid.
That's
Sure?
just-
I thought it was 7.
Okay, well either way, well let me introduce him
And he's
first.
39, almost 40.
Tony El Kakui Ferguson, 25-9, coming off of 6 losses in a row. Fighting out of Ventura, California, 39 years old, 5 feet 11 inches tall. Paddy the Batty Pimblett, 20-3, coming off of 6 wins in a row, actually.
The most recent
Yeah.
one just did not impress me.
Stevie Ray Vaughan. Got him.
Fighting out of Liverpool, 28 years old, 5 feet 10.
If-
I just go ahead.
If you're gonna bet on a dog, this is the one.
Maybe, but
I think
I feel like he's like the most popular dog ever.
I just see
I
Tony
know.
going there and getting it done.
Plus 310.
I'm not confident at all in that.
Dude,
I hope
Paddy,
he does.
Paddy went out and fought Flash Gordon to a really close
Dude,
decision.
Dude, Flash Gordon's good.
What
Gordon's
I know,
fucking good.
but
What really worries me for Tony is the fact that Jared Gordon just over and over landed just a simple left hook. Right? Tony,
he does weird
he
shit.
doesn't throw a simple left hook.
Yeah, he throws almost Eminari rolls.
Yeah, and he throws like just weird uppercuts and he spins around and like I think Tony, like,
you think
Paddy's
he's
going to lose to guys that are better technical strikers than him. I don't know if Tony's a better technical striker.
How does Paddy beat him? Just grapples him?
TKO,
Yeah,
fucking
I think-
ref stoppage.
I mean, that,
No,
I
he
think
ain't get
Paddy's best part of his game is his grappling. in my
right.
opinion.
But Tony's also really fucking good at that.
yeah, I
Here's
don't-
something that I'm not hearing anybody really talk about, which they are talking about it in the light of, oh man, Tony Ferguson got it done with what's his dick, the athletic dude, fucking Joe Rogan's guy,
Goggins?
Goggins. Yeah, he's like only one to make through the hell week, but then Paddy just came out today or yesterday and was like, I think that's going to hurt him that he just fucking blew himself out during camp.
Wow, look at those L's. Gaethje,
I just-
Oliveira, Dariush, Michael Chandler, Diaz.
I just
Devon.
don't picture Tony like.
The murderer's
I don't know. Does Tony like know what it feels like? Like just tired register.
That's
I
another
don't-
thing. He will not get tired.
And that's a good point.
He doesn't get tired. I
But-
mean, he's tough as shit, but
I don't think he's
also-
gonna. I don't think the
I
Hell
thought-
Week's he's gonna go in there and like just gas out.
I thought Tony looked decent against Bobby Green.
I'm not saying
Before the
gas
eye poke,
out.
he wasn't doing
and
bad.
Bobby Green
Yeah.
was boxing him up, but Paddy can't do that. He's not gonna do that.
Paddy, dude, I mean Tony too, but Paddy it's just always this. This is how he fights. Everything's just.
I really think Tony's gonna go in there, take this fucking fool down, and it's gonna be a grapple match.
Can you take him down?
I think so.
Really? I think. I mean,
You think he-
Tony wants to strike like always.
Tony doesn't wrestle anyone ever.
Well,
He wrestles when like he gets wrestled.
just defensively to
Yeah.
strike.
Maybe
more.
that's what I'm saying. Maybe he'll like off of a shot or something, like a sloppy shot from Paddy or something, in a scramble, he may end up on top.
But now, I know I'm not a
Because
Paddy.
Tony can scramble his ass off.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a Paddy hater,
same.
admittedly, but he can take a shot because
He can.
Jared Gordon clipped him hard.
Wasn't there another fight where he got tagged too?
Like Kazula Vargas, I think, like his fucking
His first one, second one.
a guy who isn't in the UFC anymore.
Where the fuck is that?
Rodrigo Vargas, like his name, Kazula Rodrigo, same thing.
I don't know, man. I'm not buying in the Paddy hype. I don't think he's that good.
Me neither.
Look, I can agree with that, and I'll also say I was on the Paddy train, and I liked him a lot.
Oh,
I
dude,
don't like him right now.
I think he's a super likable dude. He can rock a mic. He's got the whole personality
Yeah, he
deal
looks
going for
goofy,
him.
all that shit.
I just wish he was better. Like that's where
what I'm
like,
getting at is I don't. I think it's Tony Ferguson's mentality that's going to loosen this fight. He's going to come in here and be like, I'm going to show this fucking little green punk, this little twerp, like, what's up? Like, I'm a veteran around here. I'm going to come in here with my shades on, and I'm going to get it done. And I think he's going to go in a little too confident and cocky like he generally does, even though he used to back it up. But, dude, you cannot... I know they're all killers that he lost to, but he's going on almost 7 in a row, dude.
And he turns 40 in 2 months.
He hasn't won a fucking fight since what? 2019. 2019.
Tony or Paddy, one thing we do know, or I believe to be true,
Donald.
is that
Some cowboy blew his nose and his eyes swelled
Right.
shut.
Which is bullshit.
Paddy's not going to put the punishment on him like Gaethje did and like
Fuck
Chandler
no.
did, but these last 2 fights getting choked out, Paddy can do that.
The Nate one was weird.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. He got choked out twice, yes. But he was beat the fuck up both those times.
Yeah.
I don't think Paddy beats him up that allows him to get a choke in.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean?
I agree.
I think he might be able to get him down, yes, but I don't see him finishing the fight. Because like Nate had him busted all to hell. Bobby Green had him busted up all to hell. And then they got their chokes in. I don't see Paddy being able to do that.
I just want Tony to fucking just like sit down on his punches,
Right.
and just let him rip instead of just everything being all bouncy and weird and trying to just be so unorthodox. It's like, dude, that shit, like you gotta hurt these guys.
I'm telling you, man, I think I see Paddy shooting in for a fucking double or working a single or something, and I see Ferguson hitting a switch or just somehow coming out on the backside, taking something.
I don't
choking him out.
Not choking him out, just
Oh.
at least being in dominant position after a failed shot from Paddy.
I don't see Paddy
Paddy's
shooting.
sloppy as fuck, dude.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Everything's sloppy.
I don't see Paddy shooting.
I'm taking Tony Ferg decision.
That's what I want to happen. I'm taking.
There's a little bit of favoritism in that, but I truly think he can get it done.
That's
You're
what I
taking
want
Paddy.
to see happen. I'm taking Paddy.
I got Paddy.
Taking
by
Paddy
decision.
by ref stoppage.
I'm going Tony. Man, I want to say finish, but he just doesn't finish anybody. He doesn't even win anymore. But when he does, he doesn't really finish people, especially not in 3 rounds.
Like I said, I'm not a Paddy hater. I'm a hater on how good the perception of him is.
Yeah.
The build up. He was overhyped.
The odds are crazy. Minus 410 Paddy, plus 310 Tony. Tapology is going to be crazy too. Oh shit, not really.
Like the UFC sells this guy kind of like a little mini Connor, but he backs it up as far as winning.
He's not
yes,
even as-
but as far as skill, I just don't think he's got.
In my opinion, he's not even close to the skill level of being Garry.
No.
No, I agree.
No, I think
Garry pieces him up.
I mean, that would never happen. But I'm
Right.
just saying, like th're kind of similar right now.
Right.
Although Ian Gary's like way younger, but
Yeah, they're on the same.
That's another thing.
they're on that
Paddy's
same-
already like 30, isn't he?
he said it, but I don't remember.
28.
28.
Oh, shit,
I
he's-
thought he was
okay,
older
I
than
thought
that.
he's at least 29.
Tapology, 1,098 votes, 62% Paddy. They're kind of all over the place here. 47% sub, 31 decision, 15 knockout.
I got him decision, but honestly, I can see him subbing him out.
I got
Tony? Subbing Tony?
Yeah.
I don't see him subbing Tony. I see him.
It's
ground
gonna have
and
to
pound
be
and
a
ref,
crazy.
Ref
It would
pulls
be
it off,
weird.
pulls him off him too early because fucking it seems to be what happens with these guys who have been hurt real bad and they're grizzly vets who've been in there forever. It's like some of these refs kind of just be like, I don't know, man. I don't think he's gonna make it through here. I'm not gonna let him go out on a shield. He's got too much damage.
Oh yeah,
in the fight.
they all know he lost 6
For
in a row.
Paddy
Right.
all the refs.
to get a
It's-
sub.
and if it's Herb's calling that
Yeah.
fast.
I think Tony's gonna get dropped at some point,
Oh, you
and
think?
he's still gonna win.
Think so?
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to get hit a whole lot by
I
Paddy
think
at all.
he's gonna get hit. I think
for Paddy to win by sub, it's going to have to be some weird, freaky like scramble situation where something just gets snuck in just real quick, just perfectly.
While Tony's hurt,
I don't think he's going to get to that point.
If he starches Tony,
Then I'll shut the fuck up and I'll tell you you're right. I don't see that.
No, I'm
happening.
just saying, like, if he does, is that
Tony's got to quit.
It just
do you
depends on
think
how he
that
looks for me.
helps his train, or is it going to be you got to
Oh, yeah.
through a Tony
I
that's
don't
on
know.
a
It
7-fight
helps.
skid?
I think this is
It's not gonna hurt. That's
I
for
think,
damn sure.
I think it's a really risky fight for Paddy. I think it's almost a lose-lose. If you lose to an old Tony Ferg coming off of 7 or 6 losses. If you win, you beat an old Tony Ferg. Who's
You
coming
just
off-
you just said verbatim what Paddy said in an
He's
interview.
to
with
the-
Oh,
her.
I did.
Paddy said all those about the whole fight.
He's got the fan base to like they don't care who he beats.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Like he just needs to
his fans, they
Yeah.
don't give a fuck.
but the UFC they gave him this fight. I mean, I guess that's kind of to your point. They gave him this fight expecting him to win.
Right. I mean, Tony Ferguson at the end of the day is still a big name and he's still really tough, but on paper
cardio's insane.
he's not the same guy.
Yeah.
Tony doesn't quit, but he puts himself in positions to, have a ref quit for
I'm
him.
like John. If he would just fight more normal, I think
Mhm.
that's what he would be much better.
Well,
It-
he's,
it just-
he's fighting nonstop. They're just legal battles.
He doesn't all his wins on his win streak. Like it was a lot of like I beat you by just bee stinging you 100 times.
Yeah.
There's never like a one punch like really hurt somebody
Right.
because he's always bouncing around throwing weird shit.
Just trying to slice you open, put
It-
you on the faces of death poster.
Again, Paddy-
Ferguson.
Paddy, he's there to be hit if you just throw just technical punches like 2-3 bang bang like Jared Gordon did over and over.
Right.
Jared Gordon would just stick his head in Paddy's chest and then just go 3 over the top over and over. It landed every time.
Mhm.
Tony doesn't do that shit. That's the scary thing.
He's a Wing Chun master, bro.
Anything
Can't
else there?
expect him to do that.
No, that one will be fun. I think. I don't know if it's.
I
gonna-
hope it's gonna be fun. I don't know. I can see it kind of being a fucked up fight. Honestly, I can see it get stopped for some bullshit reasons.
The cut.
Yeah, I can see doctor stoppage for sure. I can see ref calling it too early.
Where's this fight at again? Vegas, some T-Mobile.
Yeah, Vegas.
I can't wait for that fight they're gonna do at the Dome, dude. It's gonna happen. Dana already said the paperwork's getting towards the end of the
That would be
contracting and stuff. He's gonna set it up. He's gonna make it
Dome.
happen.
the Sphere.
The
Oh,
Sphere, sorry.
Sphere.
Yeah.
Next.
Next up,
Oh,
Shavkat
this one.
Rakhmonov versus Wonderboy Thompson. Shavkat, Nomad Rakhmonov. Did not know that was his nickname.
Good God.
17-0. Fighting out of Kazakhstan. 29 years old, 6 feet 1 inches tall.
He's 17
He's
and
a great. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, 17-6-1, coming off of a win over Kevin Holland. That was a weird fight.
Wonder Boy is Wonder 40-year-old man.
Fighting out of Simpsonville, South Carolina.
Weathered and
40-year-old Wonder Man.
40 in 10 months.
6 feet tall, yeah. He's almost 41.
That's 41.
Um,
Upstate karate.
this is the Jeff Neal fight is kind of what makes this a little bit complicated because Shavkat had a hard time with Jeff Neal and he could not take him down. He tried, couldn't take him down.
I think he's gonna have a harder time taking down Wonder Boy.
I disagree.
No?
If he's smart, he also showed that he would stand and bang with Jeff Neal, and it kind of got him in trouble.
Yeah,
So he might do it with Wonder Boy, and that could be his downfall. Now, I don't think he's going to do that. It would be smart for him
he needs
to
be,
wrestle fuck
I mean,
Wonder Boy, but
he's a decent striker, like
yeah.
but
You don't
he's
want
got
to
to
be
be a
up there.
little smarter.
You don't want to be up there with Wonder Boy
No.
doing that shit.
The
I mean, this is Wonder Boy's last shot.
the
Wonder
problem
Boy,
the problem here is that Bilal and Gilbert wrestle fuck the shit out of Wonder Boy,
And that's
especially Bilal.
that's what you got to do.
But they did it, and it's like Shavkat, Sambo world champ, fucking wrestler guy. I don't see how he doesn't do that
Yeah.
Kind of where I'm at.
unless he doesn't want to.
yeah,
like
that's
what we're
where I
saying.
think he might.
Yeah, but
he
he's
might
not. He's
fall,
not
he
Kevin
falls in love
Holland.
with his hands sometimes.
He's not Kevin Holland.
No.
He's not going to do that.
No, but I'm just saying, like with the Jeff Neal fight, he fell in love with his hands, and it got him in trouble.
It-
Where
it was
Jeff
like-
had him hurt several times.
It was shades of Kamzat and fucking Gilbert Burns, where Kamzat
I-
wanted to stand.
I guarantee you, his fighting game plan is way different against Wonderboy than it was with Jeff Neal, though.
It needs to be. I think it is too. I'm picking Shavkat, wrestle fuck.
Yeah, same. Unfortunately,
Same.
But
Wonderboy didn't want this fight, and he knew it. UFC offered it to him a ton of times, and he denied it.
No, I want.
He's trying to get
Wonderboy.
to a title, but
this is the wrong path.
yeah,
It's
he
a
knew,
hard-
and he
hard
knows
road.
it. He didn't want it. He said he had no choice, essentially.
Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't.
I can just see a frustrated Wonderboy on his back, just being like, "Motherfucker."
Yeah.
I mean,
Can you stand up
he's
with me,
good at-
please, and bang it out,
He,
sir? Please.
Wonderboy
We'll play
is
ping pong.
good.
After.
He has a good get up game. Like he can get up.
Yeah.
But in the Bilal fight and the Gilbert fight, especially Bilal, it was like he could get up on the
He's
fence,
going right back now.
down,
Yeah.
up, down, up. You're not. Bilal didn't let him out of his grasp
Mm.
the whole fight.
I know this is older and a different
I think Bilal's on a
thing, but
little better level of wrestling, though.
Shavkat,
I mean, you said he couldn't take down Jeff Neal.
he had a hard time with Jeff Neal. I mean,
I think you throw Bilal in there against Jeff Neal. I think Jeff Neal's going to get dumped on his head.
yeah, probably.
it's weird,
But
though,
Well, Jeff
too.
Neal knocked
Shavkat's-
out Bilal.
Huh?
Didn't he?
Is that right?
Who?
I could have sworn.
No.
Who knocked out Bilal?
Luque. Luque's the only
Oh,
one.
it was Luque?
Yeah.
I thought Jeff Neal for some
Wonderboy's
reason.
I mean,
wrestling defense was good against Woodley. I know that was a long time ago.
Jeff Neal did beat Wonderboy, but yeah, the Bilal decision against Jeff Neal.
Yeah,
but
okay.
I mean, Shavkat may not be as good of a wrestler as Bilal, but I mean, he's got the wrestling background. I mean, that's like his thing, is wrestling. He just also has fucking really good hands too,
Yeah.
and can take a punch. That's another thing. Jeff Neal, I mean, he passed the test as far as like the hype train, because there was a lot of hype for Shavkat, and then like what happens when he gets cracked bad against like somebody good.
Mhm.
He did.
Oh yeah,
And he still won.
Oh yeah, he still came back, but he was wobbled several times.
Yeah. But I just don't know. Wonderboy's not going to hit him like that, I don't think.
I'm
Yeah,
going.
unless he fucking kicks his fucking head off early. or
I'm going
something.
Shavkat decision.
Yeah.
In a perfect world, Wonderboy spinning fucking wheel 360 kicks him in the head, and
Kick flips.
I think this is more for me an outside of
he's a minus 600.
more of an outside of their skill set, and more so Wonderboy's 41, Shavkat's 17-0.
Yeah.
And he's up and coming, and he's ruthless. And
This sucks
he's
for
killing
Wonderboy
people.
because he wants to. This is his last chance
Yeah.
for a title run.
I mean, but skill set, this is a horrible matchup.
oh
for
yeah,
him.
For who?
For Wonderboy.
Wonderboy.
Right.
Shavkat minus 600, plus 425 Wonderboy.
fuck.
That's disrespectful.
Yeah.
A minus 600? Jesus fucking
1100
Christ. Sub?
1,115 Tapology votes, 89% Shavkat, 61% sub.
Wonderboy ain't getting tapped, right?
Why not
Smash
that?
cut to Wonderboy getting subbed.
Yeah.
he,
He's been subbed one time.
Yeah, he ain't getting tapped, dog.
Who did he get subbed by?
Fuck. Down. Not Matt. God, he lost to Matt Brown in like 2012?
2012. Yeah.
Holy shit.
He was 6-0.
I do not remember that.
And Matt Brown was 13-11.
I love Matt Brown. Dude. I fucking love that guy.
Superman punch. Where's who?
I'm not
this
seeing
didn't-
a sub.
No,
What a liar.
he didn't lose before this. Wait, no.
This is number one bullshit.
That
I'm
does
not
say-
seeing a one
Oh,
sub.
sorry, never been.
That
He,
was a
he
win.
has one sub.
Oh, he's never been sub. Okay.
Jesus
Good
fuck.
thing
yeah,
we can't.
yeah.
book
So
him.
either way, the Tapology vote's saying 61% sub. That's kind of weird.
I don't agree with that.
I mean, how many? Shavkat's got 9 of his 17 wins are sub,
That's not a lot.
but
I mean, that's like barely over half.
Smash cut to Wonderboy, kick flip, 360 head kick,
kickflip.
knockout.
Like Jean-Claude Van Damme spinning
Yeah.
360 kick. Or
Bring
jumping
the-
360
with
kick.
the scream and
Yeah.
everything.
I mean, if you sub Cowboy Oliveira, you're subbing Wonderboy.
You think so?
No,
I was like, huh?
no, sarcasm. And Tractor Prezeres, if you're subbing
Dude,
him.
Cowboy Oliveira's a tough motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
He really is.
Well, he guillotined him in
Was.
first round.
R.I.P. His career.
I mean, he
I think-
RNC
doesn't he
Jeff
have,
Neal
like-
standing up.
Pretty sure Cowboy Oliveira has like 7 kids or something.
Probably.
Something crazy. Fucking
7.
Brazilian.
So
With 8 wives.
Shavkat. Shavkat.
Yeah.
Seth wants to pick Wonder Boy.
I do too.
I
want Wonder Boy to win.
I don't. This,
but Seth actually was thinking about it. I think.
I'm picking another guy I want to see lose.
I wasn't thinking about it. I was just trying to make a point, and then I got interrupted again.
I think we're all going to agree with the decision more than likely.
Yes.
Fuck.
Anything else? Seth, you want to make your point?
Nope. Ship sailed.
All right, co-main title fight, flyweight belt, Dylan's favorite weight class. Alexandre Pantoja, Brandon Royval 2. Alexandre the Cannibal Pantoja, 26-5, coming off of 4 wins in a row. His last loss was a decision to Askar Askarov, who is not in the UFC anymore. Fighting out of Brazil, 33 years old, 5 feet 5 inches tall. Brandon Raw Dog Royval.
We beat him on COD.
15-6, coming off of 3 wins in a row. Fighting out of Littleton, Colorado. 31 years old, 5 feet 9 inches tall. Royval's last win we were in attendance for, and it was a slick little knee.
Nasty knee.
It knocked the shit out of Nicolau, but
Pantoja decision.
these guys have already fought, and Pantoja choked him out in the second round.
Yeah, well,
Not that long ago.
yeah, I think he chokes him out in the third round this time around.
5-round UD Pantoja.
Man,
It was in 2021, the end of 2021.
That's 2 years, dog.
The thing is Pantoja, I feel like Pantoja has this, like, weird, like, what am I trying to say here?
Oh boy.
Like,
Oh no.
it almost, like, if you're fighting him and you get to, like, the third round, or second round for Moreno, you're like, okay, this guy's getting tired as fuck. I'm going to just piece him up now. But in the Moreno fight, he looked tired as shit in the second round and then fought 4 more rounds looking that exact same way.
Yeah.
He didn't get more
He's
tired.
like a zombie, dude.
It
It's
was
crazy.
weird. And Moreno,
He's so damn good.
You're right. Early on, I was like, oh shit. Moreno's going to take over.
Yeah.
Any second.
And then he didn't.
Right.
But, I mean,
That's arguably one of the greatest fights we've ever seen.
yeah. Pantoja is
Sucks
not
for
a
Moreno.
fast
Yeah.
flyweight at all. He's like one of the slower flyweights, in my opinion. Pantoja is. But he hits hard, and he is an elite grappler, and that's kind of exactly what Royval is, but doesn't hit as hard.
Yeah.
And isn't as elite of a grappler. I mean, to me, it's that simple.
Right.
I think Pantoja's going to get it done.
my take on it is, yeah, he's already beat him, which is a huge one.
Yeah.
Second one is he's champ, and as they say, you're automatically 30% better as soon as you get that belt. So I think he's going to go in there and get it done. However, I do not agree with that theory with the next fight with Colby and Leon. I do not think Leon's 30% better of being champ is going
Well,
to
here, I mean, Pantoja, he comes from the fucking favelas, and he was driving an Uber like
Last
a year ago or something.
Yeah.
He's not the type of guy that's gonna like be like, oh, I'm the champ. I'm gonna like fucking start partying and not
Right.
trying hard.
I'm talking the mental game.
Party hardy.
30% more
yeah.
confidence.
Well, yeah, that too.
It's going to unleash his skills better.
Get
Yeah.
some brewskis.
Well, brew.
Odds minus 170 Pantoja, plus 140 Royval. It opened minus 260 Pantoja, and Royval got bet down quite a bit from plus 200 to plus 140.
I think it's pretty good where it's at now.
Yeah. I just don't. I mean, Royval, he can like find weird shit like he did against fucking your guys' dude, Kai.
Yeah.
Kai rocked him and then he like spinning back elbowed him and knocked him out.
Stupid.
But Pantoja has elite durability
Yeah, he's tough
and
as
elite
shit.
grappling.
I like him. I like both of these guys. But
durability.
He does, dude. He the cannibal, not a zombie, but it's like he is like a zombie.
Yeah.
Who
No, he
eats
just
humans.
keeps fucking going.
Tapology,
Holy hell.
1,088 votes, 89% Pantoja, 62% by sub.
I agree, but
Maybe.
also I kind of want to do a TKO for him. To beat him by sub, I think he's gonna make a statement,
That'd be cool.
put him out of there this time.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think Pantoja gets it done pretty convincingly.
I'm assuming you're on the same page.
Yeah. I'm going to lean more
Yeah,
towards a
so-
decision, though.
It's going to be
Your
crazy
decision, Chad?
because
That's what I'm leaning towards. Yeah.
it's going to be
don't think
Nah,
so.
I'm going sub.
I think Pantoja finishes him either sub or TKO.
It's going to be a crazy fight. The first one was like 5 rounds of output in like a round and a half. And Royval is there to be hit. He's wild too, like wants to bang. So unless Royval's like, oh shit, this is my big shot, and he's like less crazy, maybe that happens. But I think other than that, it's going to be wild.
Yeah.
They're going to throw down.
Should be fun.
Scrambled. I mean, there was a bunch of scrambles in the first fight.
I think that he lost to the Hungover Handwrite podcast in Call of Duty is going to be in the back of his head.
I think
Yeah.
so.
And it's really gonna fuck with him.
It definitely.
Okay. That's so if he loses, that's why.
Yes.
If that's on his mind, and then 11% is a 1%. You know what I mean?
Right.
Anything else?
Not for me. Here's the big chalupa.
Well, we've all been waiting for
Main
Leon
event.
looks
We've been
so
waiting for
jacked
this
right
for
there.
fucking like a year.
It's almost like we said it was going to happen.
Mm.
It's crazy. We don't know what we're talking about.
I mean, it doesn't take a fucking
We
rocket scientist.
We
to
called
say-
that head kick on Kamaru right before it happened,
Yeah.
and then we knew that this fight was going to happen immediately after.
Yep. So if you don't know what we're talking about, it's
Idiots.
Leon Edwards versus Colby Covington for the undisputed light.
If you don't know what we're talking about,
welterweight
why are
belt.
you here, dude? Why'd you make it this far?
Leon Rocky Edwards, 21-3, coming off of 3 wins in a row and a no contest eye poke before that. Fucking cheater, by the way. He fucking cheats in every fight. We'll get to that.
He does do the whole fence grab, glove grab.
He did all of it
Yeah.
last fight.
Oh, he's
He did 3 different ones. Low blow, fence.
He's
glove.
he's kind of a dirty little shit.
Fighting out of the UK, 32 years old, 6 feet 2 inches tall. Colby Chaos Covington, 17-3, coming off of 1 win. Fighting out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, 35 years old, 5 feet 11 inches tall.
What? But he's not actually fighting out of Fort Lauderdale, though. He's fighting out of West Palm Beach, which is like 45 minutes away.
I wouldn't know the difference.
West Palm Beach is closer to Miami, which is where he's at all the time.
Tapology also said Ian Garry's fighting out of Ireland. So
I don't know why it says Fort Lauderdale. That's not right.
I mean,
Yeah, calm the fuck
have you been
down.
to MMA?
Ah!
Have you been to MMA Masters?
That's not the one. In Fort Lauderdale? That might have been the one. Remember when I was walking in Fort Lauderdale and then I sent you guys a video?
Yeah.
I don't think it was Masters though. It was the other huge one they've
You
got there.
should have went in there
American
and called
Top
him
Team.
out.
Yeah, it was American Top Team. Yeah.
I'm here to challenge.
took a video and I sent it to
your
you.
best
He's not
fighter.
there anymore, though.
No, I know.
Okay.
Hey, Colby, you're a bitch.
So, I mean,
Let's spar.
basically,
when I did that?
Yeah, you should. Yeah.
Yeah.
basically
people don't need to know
Leon,
about that. Want to beat him?
the way Leon's game works is like he wants to be extremely patient, and he's really good at setting traps and finding something, and he's surgical. But
Colby ain't gonna let him.
Colby's
He's
not
gonna let him
going to
breathe.
give him enough room to do that shit.
He's not gonna let him breathe.
I could see this going similar to Izzy versus Sean in the sense that, like Izzy, Leon, in my opinion, is not going to have a chance to get going. He's going to spend 5 rounds in there and have a hard time, like feeling like he's getting anything going because he's just going to be
Surely they know that against Colby. Like,
right. But
obviously, it's one thing knowing it's going to happen, and then one thing stopping it.
now Leon is, I think, a pretty underrated wrestler and grappler because he's from England, but it doesn't matter if Colby takes him down every time or not. It doesn't matter at all. It's just create chaos. Shoot,
Mhm.
punch, shoot, punch. Just
I like what you did
Crazy.
there. Create chaos.
Yeah.
That was really slick. I never heard that one.
and
And Colby can put a pace on a motherfucker.
yeah. Now Leon can definitely snipe him and hurt him.
There is that.
But Colby's durable too, man.
Dude,
He's taking some big shots. I mean,
here's the thing. I don't think you're gonna snipe him and hurt him. Like he got his jaw broken by fucking Kamaru and still fought, and he still wanted to fight and was pissed when Herb called it.
Right. I mean, I just think I could see Colby because he got put on a knee of the second Kamaru fight, but just popped right back up. It's
Right.
fine.
oh,
So,
Masvidal did the same thing.
or that's what.
Masvidal dropped
yeah.
him.
So I think Leon he'll touch him a couple times and will wobble him a little bit, but I just think Colby's just gonna be too relentless for him.
He's still
I
got to keep that head kick like pulling something out of your ass when you have to with
I don't
Leon.
think you're gonna head kick Colby, dude.
Leon, the second Usman fight, he chewed Usman up when they were in open stance. Because Usman, he was switching back and forth a lot for some reason. He doesn't usually do that, but when he was in southpaw against southpaw Leon, he wasn't getting kicked all to shit, and then he would switch to orthodox, rip to the body, rip inside low kicks. But Colby's a southpaw, and Leon's a southpaw,
Right.
so he could obviously go the outside leg, but
He could.
I think Leon likes kicking open stance a lot more, going to the body, trying to set up that head kick he hit on him before.
I think the only thing that Leon's got over Colby is the X factor of just knowing how to win a fight.
You know what?
He gets a fight one way or another, even when he's getting his ass whooped the entire fucking time and then throws a leg kick like we were talking about. But like in general, he just finds a way to win.
Yeah,
Kind of like John Jones and guys like that. But I still don't think it's gonna. I think Colby's got it.
This one's hard for me.
I'm leaning Colby decision.
Yep, that's
Me
what I'm
too.
going with.
Colby decision.
And I don't think, for me, I don't think it's going to be like that close.
And the longer the fight goes, the better it is for Colby.
Oh yeah, that's why I literally put Leon's got to do something early.
Best cardio in that division.
Leon,
And Leon
again,
gets
he
tired.
he wants to fight at a slow, and that's what Kamaru let him do. He
Yeah, exactly.
wrestled him at the end of the fight.
Yeah, Kamaru kind of
He
let
didn't
up.
wrestle him early.
Exactly.
And another thing in Colby's favor is he's probably realizing that this is his last actual shot.
Right.
Probably.
Because, I mean, he's almost 36.
This is his third
he
shot.
barely
at the
got
title.
this one.
Third shot at the title.
People were pissed he was getting this shot. So I think he's going to really capitalize and make it count.
I think he's deserving of it, though. He
Colby-
deserves a third shot.
Another thing is like his boxing is not pretty at all, but
It's effective,
it
though.
lands.
It's effective.
It lands. I mean, he landed on
Just
like
Kamaru
Diaz
plenty.
brothers.
He'll
he
throw
hurt
a
Kamaru
thousand.
a bunch of times.
He'll throw 1,000 fucking punches,
Yeah.
too, and not get tired.
Yeah, literally with Colby, I just put pressure, get in his face.
And
Like,
he will.
Leon, now the big cage, Leon's going to use every inch of that, but
I think he's going to be fighting off his back foot the whole fucking time.
minus 145 Leon,
I don't mind that. I don't mind that.
plus
Why, 'cause
125
He's got
Colby.
the belt.
Yeah, he's the champ. He beat Kamaru twice. I don't
Long
mind-
layoff for Colby too.
I don't mind that at all.
And I think that layoff helps Colby. I don't think it hurts him. It's
Man.
not, you're not going to lose
He's
your...
still recovering from getting sucker punched.
Yeah, but he's not going to be rusty with the already just striking that he already possesses, and then he's definitely not getting rusty on his fucking wrestling.
1,122 votes, 66% Leon, 64% decision. Out of the 34% for Colby, 79% decision. That's where I'm
What if
in that
Colby
group.
just knocks him out in the first round, dude?
Love that.
Wouldn't that
so
be
much.
insane. It'd be
Wouldn't that be
insane.
fucking nuts, dude?
Colby by knockout is like
By head kick.
a fucking
Oh, man, that'd be even
'Cause
more.
Colby-
It's
in
gotta be a
Utah
full-
somehow.
I bet it's
Yeah.
I bet it's a plus 1,000, dude. Like, there's no way.
They just
Colby,
transport to
he does
Utah
do
and get
the
head kick.
He does this a lot. Where
There's
he
no
does like
way.
He looks down like
There is a way, baby. It's MMA, dude.
yeah,
Colby's not knocking nobody out, bro. He's not. I would put every dollar I have on that.
The wrestling
Big Sam.
threat, you fake the takedown
Yeah,
over
man.
the top. Now
Hey,
Colby,
what do you
Colby
know about
doesn't
it?
hit hard really, but
Colby
at
ain't
all.
knocking him out, dude.
no, he
You don't know shit, dude.
Dude.
just gets you by like what is it the more of
attrition. Yeah.
Leon's got a badass name, too, man.
Rocky.
Edwards.
Nah. Nah, I'm glad you said Rocky because clearly wasn't Edwards.
What else?
It's tough for me. It's gonna be a banger.
I'm
pee.
excited for
That's
this
what's-
card. I
Yeah.
could pee as well.
I got
Me
to pee
too.
so
Let's
hard
wrap it and let's go piss on
on each other. Yeah.
Wrap
Sword
it wrap
fight.
it before you tap it. Thanks for watching. At HR Podcast, Instagram, at Hungover Handwrite, TikTok. Like and subscribe.
So road to the band.
It's gonna be a
We
banger
really
card.
need your subscriptions
Please.
for our mental health. So
Please.
Yeah,
you support mental health.
Seriously, help us.
If you guys like and subscribe, I won't blow my brains out.
Please.
All right, we're back.
We're gonna get less subscribes now. People are gonna unsubscribe.
Less
Like,
subscribes.
well, you asked for it. This is my last live.
God.
All right.
All right.
Thanks for watching. Enjoy the fights.
Peace.
See ya.